the first thing you have to understand is that we don't believe, and I've looked at the budget and I've identified things we could do. So we don't fundamentally accept the premise that you have to raise taxes. Even beyond that, we think raising taxes will do more harm than good. We have one of the worst job records in the country. We're one of 7 states with fewer jobs than we had 10 years ago.
Then let me take you up on that, because one of the things that I think I haven't heard in great specificity is exactly where the Republicans think they can carve a big chunk of cash out and save money. So specifically today, what gets shuttered, closed, unfunded?
The first thing you do is, and we had a deficit reduction committee that addressed this, you go and you follow the Lewin report, which was a nonpartisan independent group that said we need to get more people in Medicaid into managed care to get savings that way. Right now we can't afford to buy new things. We can't afford new programs. Any new program needs to be line itemed out.
So in other words, is it lined out of a school
programs.
Or is it lined out of a residential daycare center? I mean, do you close those doors and cut that money off right now?
See, that's the key distinction. To the extent we were funding those before, we can still do that. Now, do we want to do it as much as maybe some would like? Probably not. But you know what? Everybody in the state right now is getting by with a little bit less. But when I talk about new programs, I talk about something we didn't do last year or maybe the year before.
Like which one? Like
well,
where?
There's a number of them in there. But in expansions, I mean, they're general examples. But I went through, and there were at least $3.3 billion worth of cuts that you can make that are not the cartoonish Blagojevich style, we're going to fire 14,000 teachers type cuts. You don't have to do that stuff. You really don't.